Anyway, moving on to the Analogue, the name of the brand, are launching a N64, or their take on the N64, which can upscale the original games to 4K. Release date of Q1 of next year, so less than 6 months away. At some point, $249 feels a little bit too expensive. From my perspective,
Now,
I mean,
is it an all-in-one? So has it got the games built into it, or is it taking your old cartridges and then upscaling that?
Well,
I'm
it looks
assuming
like it's
that.
got a cart. It looks like it's got from the pictures that I'm seeing. It looks like it's got a cartridge dock. So yeah, it looks like you just drop them in.
I mean, that sounds like it'd be like proprietary owned by Nintendo, but it might be that like that license has maybe expired or the patents like expired for that technology possibly. So
It's 100% compatible with the N64's cartridge library. It's also region free by utilizing FPGA technology. I don't know what that is, which allows it to function like the original console. Which is good for the N64 in particular, which has previously proven notoriously hard to emulate. But I mean, first of all, my question would be: how many people have still got N64 original games?
I mean, watch the price of those skyrocket. Get invested.
Yeah,
especially GoldenEye in particular. Yeah,
I've probably got. I think I've got my N64. I've forgotten N64. No, I've got the original Nintendo, not the N64. But yeah, I mean, like games like on that. Obviously, GoldenEye. What others were very
Zelda would be.
Yeah, Zelda.
That Oracle of Time, was it? And then you've got Mario Kart.
I was going to say Acidic Virus loved Zelda on the N64. Loved it.
There's a supposed story that he was quite well through the game, quite some time through the game, allegedly. May be able to correct me if I'm wrong. And then he realised he'd used his own name for the character, and realised that the character's name was, of course, Link, and then restarted the game again just to use his name as Link. That is but he'll clarify if it's a real story or not, no doubt, in the comments.
It's brilliant.
And what else was there? There's
obviously Super Mario 64.
Because that was the start of the first game, wasn't it? An Edge magazine giving it a 10 out of 10. And then of course Mario Kart as well.
I'm assuming like Mario Kart would have been really good on that as well.
It was very good.
You know what? The only thing I hated the controller.
But like, I'm looking at the pictures of the controller here, and it just looks like an Xbox controller that they're launched with. It looks pretty clean, to be honest. I mean, it looks very good. I don't know. Can I justify the 249? So it's going to be 199 quid, isn't it? Yeah. Price point.
Well, so I think that
N64 games.
I mean, there's been a massive surge that over the last 6 or 7 years into retro gaming, and I think that we'll continue to see it as more and more games become online only until the developer stops supporting them. Then the game's effectively dead. So I think all these games are primarily all single player, run local games. I think there's loads of
the like emulators around, isn't there? Like where you could get like an entire library of whatever console it is, its games, and it could be on like a little stick. Like I've seen the little handheld ones where you get like all of the arcade ones on there, and it's like 20-30 quid, and you're like, that's a reasonable 100% you'd pay that. But to upscale an N64 game to up to 4K, am I going to pay 200 quid?
There's nothing like getting the old cartridges out, blowing into them, and then sticking them into the machine. I mean, you can't.
I mean, kids nowadays have got no idea, have they, Mass?
Well, you can't buy that experience, can you? So,
I mean, that's the one thing.
Why is it crashed? Take it out and blow on it.
Well, that was the one thing, is that essentially those cartridges were almost indestructible.
Yeah.
compared to ultimately a CD, which
Yeah.
is which
You
is
get
a
it scratched, stick
flimsy
it
bit of
later.
plastic. Yeah, those
Yeah.
cartridges you could chuck them around and leave them out, and but
Yeah.
no, interesting. I'd be interested to hear Nintendo's take on it.
Mm. Yeah. Now that it's been announced. So where is it? So pre-orders kick off 21st of October. And they're out of stock. I've just gone on their website, completely out of stock.
Wow.
So, what I would just say to anyone listening, and this goes for the majority of pre-order stuff, go and watch a YouTube review video after release and find out. People will be posting them before trying to buy one.
Yeah, they got. Oh well, so Analog actually do a whole range of other products which cover similar. So they do one for the Game Boy as well. $219 for a Game Boy.
Well, they are. No, they are. If you try and get an original Game Boy now, they're ridiculous. They're so expensive.
I've got two in my bedroom
Sell them.
in the original boxes.
Sell them.